Hello, this is Susie Berry of Serene Senses, and this morning I have been asked to go over what you could do for yourself if you have allergies and how best to look after yourself. So I'm going to be looking at the advice that's given in Donna Eden's book, Energy Medicine, which is this wonderful book here. So energy medicine has been a lifeline for me, particularly because a few years ago I was living with ferrets and was somewhat allergic to them. So I'm going to go through what I used from the book to help me deal with those allergies, and hopefully it will help you too. So what you're going to do first of all, just close off your right nostril with the finger. Breathe in and out 5 times through this left nostril. And if you want to, it doesn't say in the book, but you can press your finger into your belly button, take your third finger, this one, press it in to your belly button, push in and pull up, and that connects your central meridian as you're doing this deep breathing. So just breathing in. And then just hop over to the other side, and again 5 nice deep breaths. Okay. So that's to help rid yourself of an allergy headache. It's not exactly in the book, but what I found really was helpful when you felt that way, where you sometimes blow your nose so much that it doesn't really do anything, all the mucus feels clogged up in here. What you can do is take those deep breaths 5 times and then just hold your nose for as long as you can, and then breathe out into a tissue, and that usually helps to declog that allergy headache. Okay, so there's a lot of really useful advice in the book about how allergies are affected by your triple warmer meridian. So a really good way of working with it is just after you do that breathing, just clearing out all your nasal passages, just bring your hands to your eyes, take a nice deep breath in, bring them to your temples, breathing out, breathing in around the back of your ears, and out and down. Just holding on, crossing over, and coming down your arms. Okay, just doing that together. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So that just helps to look after your triple warmer because your triple warmer is what governs your fight or flight system, which is what is causing these allergies. So I've made a whole video just about triple warmer alone and looking after it. So if these little exercises aren't getting you going enough, then it'd be a really good idea to look at that video and just work on your triple warmer alone. Okay, and then what you can do is make sure that your homolateral patterning is working well. So quite often when we're dealing with allergies coming in, it's because we don't have a really good developed immune system, and that is because our energies aren't crossing over in our body. So a really good, important way of ensuring that we have a really good crossing over pattern is to do the homolateral repatterning. So if you do a homolateral cross call every day, then that is fantastic. It does help with making sure that your energy is crossing over. But with allergies, because it's a chronic problem, it could be really good to do an entire repatterning. So I'm going to get on my feet so we can do that together. So what you do with the homolateral repatterning, I'm just going to bring this down so you can see my full body, is you start off just walking normally, connecting the same hand, same knee, so that your body kind of acknowledges that's the pattern it's been in before you swap over to change into the new pattern, and you're going back and forth between the two. So just counting 12, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then you're going to cross over. So again, 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then back from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this time we're going to do 12 straight and then 24 crossing over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 24 crossing over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so hopefully that will have helped you in your energies crossing over. I did that fairly fast for me, but you can always speed it up or slow it down and really take your time to connect in with the energies and how you're feeling as you're doing that. Okay, so that should help you have a more discriminating immune system. And from there, you're going to go into the 3 thumps. So just making sure that your stomach meridian is working as it should, starting in your cheeks. Then coming down to your collarbone, tapping here. But in the book, it actually says 3 thumps because the book was written before Donna really appreciated the importance of the stomach meridian points. So it's actually 4. It should be 4. So just tapping in at your thymus. And quite often, sometimes people will think of it as 5 because spleen, some people will tap here and some people will tap here. Personally, I quite like to do them both. This helps get all of your energies kind of running in the right smooth fashion, working for you. Okay, and then you can move on to the wing cook. We can just do that together while I'm sitting down. Okay, so you're just going to take your leg. Just a little. See me better. Okay, so you're going to bring your left hand to your right ankle, your right to your left foot, and pull up and breathe in and out. Again, breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. Once more. And out. Okay, and then just swapping sides, breathing in and out. Again, breathing in and out. Keep breathing in. And then bringing your hands up to your third eye. Taking 4 nice deep breaths here. Breathing in and pulling apart. Bringing your hands to your forehead, pressing in, pulling apart. Coming around the back of your ears. Okay. So now we can get into connecting heaven and earth. Just remember, with connecting heaven and earth, this exercise, you want to make sure you're stretching as much as possible. Just bringing your hands up high. I've got my hand nice and flat, so really stretching out that wrist. And just pressing up to the ceiling as much as you can and pushing down there. Bring your hands back together. Okay, if you want to, you can always add in a little twist. It's not in the book, but I quite like just feeling that twist in my spine as I do each side. And back to the center and just bending forward, allowing for your shoulders to come forward first. Don't let your back round. Just bring your hands to the earth and then slowly you're going to scoop your hands out in front of you and shower that beautiful earth energy in your body. Okay, so then once we've done connecting heaven and earth, you can okay, so I've done the information in the book is slightly different from the way that I've been teaching it so far, simply because the way that it's done in the book is it gives you the idea that somebody else would be able to do it for you. I'm going to show you how you can do it for yourself. Obviously, with any energy medicine work, it is always nicer if you can get somebody else to do it for you. So if you are lucky to, then you can show these points to a friend. But I can show you how to do it on yourself. The good thing about this is that the idea of working with your triple warmer is to get that fight or flight system calmed. So while you're working with the triple warmer, what you can do is place the object that you are allergic to onto your solar plexus. So say, for example, I was allergic to cat hair. What I would get is a little bit of the hair and just take a little ball of it and place it here, maybe tape it on me, just so that my body gets used to being relaxed while that hair is in my energetic field. So you can tape that here while you're holding the triple warmer point, and actually you could do that for the whole routine that I've shown you up till now. And the whole idea is making sure that that item is in your energetic field while you are fixing things and making your energy feel comfortable with it. So you can hold on just below the knee. This is your stomach 36 point. On the outside of the knee, just below where the knee bone ends, just underneath it. Okay, so stomach 36. And then you're going to hold just above the elbow, and that's one of the maybe triple warmer points. So you're just going to hold here to begin to sedate your triple meridian. And if you want to, you can give yourself affirmations while you're holding here, such as, it is now safe to be around this thing. So for me, when I was working with ferrets, I would say, it is now safe for me to work with ferrets, or it is now safe for me to touch ferrets, until naturally over time, my body just become more and more used to them. So I'm not saying definitely say, for example, you're allergic to pineapples. I wouldn't say do all this and then jump out and eat a pineapple straight away. But you might find that over time, after doing this, your body becomes more capable of being able to take in that energy, and you'll be able to metabolize pineapples more so it doesn't affect you so badly. So you won't have to be so worried about it. So we're just going to hold here for a few minutes. And you might notice a sense of tingling or heat or pulsing under your fingers after a little while. So just allow yourself to be aware of that. That's the triple warmer meridian starting to calm down. Now, if at any point you feel like this is bringing up a little bit too much emotion, or you feel a little bit overwhelmed holding here, then stop working with triple warmer immediately, because it can shift things a little bit too quickly for some people. So just be aware of that, and then just stroke down your arms and move on to the next thing. You can jump ahead in the video. But for the majority of people, working with triple warmer is usually a nice calming thing to do. Okay, so I'm starting to feel pulses on this side now, so I'm just going to move over to the opposite side. I'm just holding just under my knee and just above my elbow. And just breathing in and out naturally. And just thanking your triple warmer, because so often it's on high alert. The job of the triple warmer is to keep us safe and to keep us alive. So thank it for doing that so far, and just letting it know that when it comes to these things that you're allergic to, that you're not necessarily going to die. So it needs to just kind of back off and allow you to live your life and just nourish your body with love with the items that you want to. Because at some point in your life, that triple warmer has reacted to a sense of stress by thinking that these things in your energy field were a threat to you, and so it's made you allergic to them. But just letting your body know that you're strong enough and capable to take on any perceived threat, and just thank it and let it know that it can back down and it doesn't need to work just now. You might find that holding these points might make you fake or You might notice gurgling in your stomach. And they're all natural responses to energy shifting in your body. So just go with it. If it feels overwhelming, then stop and move on to something else. But if it's just an interesting response, then just take note of it and take note of how your body reacts to energy shifting. If it's something new for you. You might notice that you start to yawn. And you might notice kind of tingling under your skin. And just be aware of that. And you might just feel a nice sense of peace move through your whole body, which is what just happened to me. So that just allows me to know that I have to move on to the next set of points. The next set of points is just underneath your pinky toe, just holding on just there, which is a Bladder Meridian point, and you're going to hold it together with the gamut points for your triple warmer. So just holding here and just focusing on being hopeful and just allowing that sense of hope to move through you, hope that you might be able to enjoy what you want to enjoy in life, and just acknowledge that sense of feeling alive when you eat something new that perhaps you've been wary of. Just allowing your body time to adjust. This might take a little while of doing these movements quite regularly over a few weeks to get that allergy to really shift and move out. But over time, you will notice that your body is more capable of taking on new things. And you can let go and move over to the other side now. Bring your 2 fingers just beneath your pinky toe. The others just onto the gamut point. And just breathing nice and deeply there. And just being aware that even though you're working through these allergy points, you might want to just double check before you eat and Donna's motto is test before you ingest. So I have made a video about how to test for different foodstuffs, and always remember to do that before you take anything. And you might be happily surprised and find that something that you previously tested week 2 has moved strong, or you might find that you're able to take a very small amount of something new. But just make sure that you don't let that personal bias come in. If your testing is telling you that a huge bar of chocolate is going to be fantastically good for you, then I would perhaps question that and make sure you're well hydrated, make sure that your adrenaline points are at ease, and you rub the back of your head to make sure that your electrical pulses are responding the way that they're supposed to. So just be aware of possible biases when you're doing your food testing. Okay, so I can feel a nice sense of pulsing beneath my fingers, so I'm going to move on to the next thing. So this is where this page 354 of Donna's book, it mentions this is where you would put the suspected allergen on your body while somebody else is working for you. But this is how you would do it on yourself, so you can actually have that allergen on you the whole time. You would do the 3 thumps again. So just tapping in. I'm going to do 5 thumps for me. Tapping. Okay. And then if you can get somebody else to treat you to a spinal flush, then that is fantastic. If you don't have access to somebody else that's willing to give you a spinal flush, then you can create your own personal mini tool for doing so. It's exceptionally high tech. So get yourself a sock and put 2 tennis balls into the sock, tie a knot in the middle. So what you would do is tape the allergen to your body and you would give yourself a spinal flush with these. So just going up and down against the wall. So you place the balls up at your back with the knot in the centre at your spine and just going up and down and allowing yourself to feel that tension on your spine. This really helps to work out your neurolymphatic points along your spine. It can be a little bit tricky getting it in the right place, so just work with it, really feeling into those tennis balls and allowing a fair bit of pressure against your spine. You can also do this on the floor if you wanted to. And just allowing yourself to really connect with the balls, moving them around to your back. And really working through your sacral area and the glutes as well, making sure that the whole length of your spine gets worked so that your neurolymphatic points along your spine are really juiced up. And that helps to detox a lot. And make sure after you do this that you drink a lot of water, because moving this neurolymphatic point can really help to flush a lot of toxins out into your bloodstream. So you want to make sure that you drink a lot of water to clear that all out. Really getting into the very top of your spine. So up at the very top, you've got points that relate to your Bladder Meridian and also to your kidney. So I'm just going to work there a bit because it's really crunchy. You can probably hear the crunch at the top of my shoulder because I've been typing at the computer for so long. Oof. Okay. So, okay, once you've done that, hopefully you'll feel as great as I did. Oh, it's great doing these videos. I don't give myself enough time to treat myself sometimes. It's like showing other people how to do this. So, okay. Next, you can work with your alarm points. Now, what you can do, there are 14 different alarm points which you can work through. And usually what happens, if I had somebody in front of me, then I would test all of the different alarm points individually to see which meridian shows up as weak, and which particular alarm point is being affected by the allergen. As you're on your own, you can't necessarily test yourself that easily. I'm just going to get you to tap on all of the alarm points together. We'll work them all together. tap them, give them a bit of massage while that allergen is connected to your body. And you can work through them all together. And this really helps to just give you a general over ease that can really help to stop your triple warmer from attacking your body internally. Okay, so first set of alarm points are at the triple warmer, just at your temples, so you can give them a nice little tap, just waking up your temples and then massaging them. And if at any point you feel like one specific point is more tender, then just pause it and then just stretch out along each point wherever you feel like you need it, stretching out the skin there. But I'm just going to quickly give a little tap and a rub to all of the points together. So then working, you've got your triple warmer here, you've got your governing meridian point, tapping that and rub. And again, underneath the chin, just tap and rub. And just right at the base of your throat, you can pull out, just tap and rub. Either side of your chest, you've got your lung alarm point here. Give them a nice tap and a little rub, just waking them up. And coming down to your thymus, right in between your breasts at the center, you've got your circulation 6 alarm point here. Just waking that up. And coming down to your diaphragm, you have your heart. Okay, just tapping and pulling apart. I really like working with the diaphragm at this point here. Just pull apart these muscles because they can get so tight. Just rubbing in here. And then coming down either side of your rib cage, you have your gallbladder alarm points here. Just waking them up a little bit. And then down you've got some really sore liver points. I'm really surprised at that actually myself. But there you go. Okay, working in your liver. Right in underneath. And then coming down to either side of your belly button. Actually, before you get there, just above your belly button, halfway between your diaphragm and your belly button, you've got the stomach alarm point. Tapping and waking that up. Either side of your belly button. You have your large intestine alarm point. And then below your belly button, you've got another triple warmer point. And then just below that, you've got a small intestine point. And below that, you have your bladder point. So you can just bring your all 3 fingers and just massage right down that line. Again, just clearing out that whole area. And then if you bring your hands to your back, so straight out, you move from your belly button straight behind your back. So you've got your hands just on either side here. You've got your kidney alarm points. You can just massage in here. And then coming down onto your buttock, you can massage in there. And that's your circulation 6 alarm points, right in the center of your buttocks. So just making sure that all of your alarm points are cleared. Now you might find working them all together like that might have made you slightly nauseous, or it might have brought up a little bit of emotional stuff. If it does, just remember, kind of take this in bits and work little and often, particularly if you're working with something that makes you feel allergic. You might feel that those might even trigger some of the allergic reaction to come up at first. But if you work the alarm point a few at a time over a few days, then you'll notice that reaction stops occurring. And what you can do if you do feel that reaction coming up is just work with your triple warmer, again, bringing your hands to your eyes, breathing in, breathing out, around the back of your ears and down. And just bringing your hands to your heart. And that just really helps to relax your whole fight or flight system. Or you can just tap in at the gamma point on your hand, just over your heart. And you can just affirm to yourself, I no longer need to worry about being allergic to things. My inner warrior is strong enough to cope with these things that have previously made me allergic. Whatever you feel, whatever words come to you that makes you feel stronger and capable of reprogramming your triple warmer, it's really great. And you can use affirmations while you're doing the tapping of different points throughout your body to really help bring that sense of calm into your body so you can reprogram it and not have to worry about the fight or flight or freeze system. So really just adjusting your attitude to make sure that you don't have any judgment to different triggers in your biochemical pathways, and giving yourself compassion, because at some point these allergies were created to keep you safe. So just being compassionate to your triple warmer and acknowledging that triple warmer is doing its best to keep you safe, to keep you alive, and bring you here together with me so that you can do your best to reprogram it, to look after it, and just acknowledge that these energy techniques will be attuned to your own body's needs, to work with it and be aware that your own natural energies can be fighting for you rather than against you. So I really hope that that's been helpful for you. If you have any questions about allergies, and if you've got any comments on what working with these points made you feel, then please get in touch. I would love to hear how people are dealing with allergies and how this is affecting them. So I love to hear from you, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.